How's it going, guys? Man Lights Arch here, back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are looking at the brand new, freshly released on Global, Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose. First ever Dokkan first in about 2 years since SAIYAN UI Goku. I know he was the last proper Global first release. Like, easy A's don't count. Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku last year, for example, was like one we got. But we got this guy right here. He is released on Global today. His banner was absolutely terrible to me. One of my worst shafts ever. Probably my worst shaft ever in the grand scheme of things. I did manage to get 2 copies though on the last multi where I finally pulled him. So at least I got something out of it all. But this is Mastery of the Power of Rage, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. His leader skill is Super Bosses or Corroded Body and Mind, plus an additional 170% for Corroded Body and Mind and Super Bosses, plus Ki +3 and Attack and Defense was 170%, plus another 30% HP Attack and Defense to characters who also belong to the Realm of Gods, Accelerate Battle, or Exploding Rage category. Is terrible. Like, it's terrible. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, this is probably the worst leader skill a unit has got in years. Like, I can't think of a worse leader skill. Like, I know people will say, oh, but what about Raditz? Raditz had a good leader skill, but was a terrible unit himself. I think this guy is the inverse of that. I think he's a pretty damn good unit, but he's got an absolutely abysmal team right now. Because Super Bosses, of course, was just freshly released on Global, so we haven't got an awful lot of stuff for the team that's very recent. In fact, it's only on JP where everything's really starting to come out for that team. You know, we got Broly, we got Broly Trio, we got Golden Frieza, so that's a bunch of stuff that we haven't got. But his super attack is the Violent God's Fierce God Slicer. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. His passive is You Shall Die in Vain. So he gets Ki +2 and attack and defense plus 200%, guards all attacks from the character's entry turn, and reduces damage received by 6% per Super Boss's category ally on the team up to 30%. I know people will say this is like Omegas, but I would actually say it's not as big of a deal, because I said he's got a really bad leader skill, but he's got some strong units on his team that he can make work. It's just his variety is pretty bad. Like, I can make a pretty competent Super Boss's team, but it's just a very top heavy team. If you haven't got like fusions and muscle and all that, it's fine. But also his damage reduction is capped at 30%, unlike a Mega where it was like go all the way to the top and you get this amount of damage reduction. So you only have to run 5 units on the team that are Super Bosses. So, and if you're running double Goku Black, that is 2 of them already resolved in the leaders themselves, because it doesn't say self-excluded. So you only need to run 3 characters. So Tech Fusion Zamasu, AGL Zamasu, and then I don't know, I'm running in Zamasu right now, which you'll see in the showcase. So that's fine. So he reduces damage received, like that. And then he launches an additional attack per rainbow. Oh wait, he gets an additional 30% damage reduction before attacking, which is pretty good. So he gets 60% damage reduction at the start of turn, which I really do like. He launches an additional attack per rainbow keys for obtained. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. Launches an additional super attack that has additional super attack every time the character performs 5 attacks in battle, plus an additional attack and defense plus 30% within the same turn with each attack performed. Super Boss category adds Ki +2 within the same turn after receiving an attack, and great chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at the character. I would say this passive is pretty basic. In fact, it actually is reminiscent of one of probably my least favorite units of all time. Like, when I think about him, AGL Trunks, because he was in the same kind of thing. AGL Trunks did, what was it, 2 attacks, 2 normals, and if he got the 2 normals, he would then do a guaranteed additional that had a chance to be a super attack. Whereas with this guy, it's, you get the Rainbow Key Spheres, but when you do 5, you get the guarantee. But since it's reliant on Rainbow Key Spheres, you can get around 4. So you could end up with, like, say you get the 1 attack, you get the super attack, you then get the normal attack or the super attack from his passive, you then get 3 Rainbow Key Spheres at least. So you do a normal, that's 5. Now you're doing a 6th attack, which is a super attack. Then you could also prop the hidden potential, because you've been doing all these additionals that they build up your hidden potential. And then you're doing another super attack. And bear in mind, remember, he gets 30% attack and defense per attack performed. So he has a pretty damn good chance of really building up his stats. So you'll notice, like, at the start of these fights, at the start of his attacks, they're going to be really, really pitiful, but they're going to build up to very high levels very quickly. So there's that. So his active skill is the Time Rift of Wrath. He can be activated when all allies attacking the same turn, a super boss category ally characters starting from the same turn, 4th turn, or from the 6th turn from the start of battle. So they're both start of battle, which is good. So you could get Rose on turn 2, 1 turn later, you've got the domain. But he's got a domain, which is a problem. We'll go into that a little bit later. But so the effect is creates the domain city future rift in time, raises super boss category as key +2, and creates character clones for 4 turns. So let's look at the cloned version of Goku Black. I must admit, I really do like this artwork. So his super attack effect now is greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense. His passive skill now becomes Wrath that tears through time and space. Key +2 and attack and defense plus 222%. Attacks effective against all types. Reduces damage to defense by 66% before attacking. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres, physical excluded. Launch an additional super attack that has a rare chance of becoming a super attack per rainbow key sphere obtained. Launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Launch an additional super attack every time the character performs 5 attacks in battle, plus an additional 33% attack and defense with each attack performed in the same turn. So he just gets a little bit of a stats buff off doing that, but you'll see with the because he rainbow key spheres that he creates rainbow warps now. He actually has a lot more potential to get all of those attacks needed for his passive. So once you actually start getting into the domain, you reach level 5 and you're pretty much set. You're always going to be getting 5 rainbow key, like 2 or 3 rainbow key spheres that are always going to get you the guaranteed additional. And you'll see when we get to these turns, you're going to see his damage is going to skyrocket. So we've got his links level 10, Super Saiyan, Big Bad Bosses, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, Nightmare, Fierce, Fear of Faith, and Fierce Battle. So we're all ready to do the showcase. We're going to be running this team, just a full Zamasu and Goku Black team. We're going to take a team like this probably into the Red Zone Gammas for another video, because I want to get a full team where I can get like this Goku Black with his full passive, I can get physical Zamasu with his full passive, all that kind of stuff. But we're not going to waste any more time. We'll probably go into Red Zone. We'll go into Red Zone Cell. We'll go into Red Zone Cell. So let's get into that event. Let's see how things go. And yeah, let's see how 55% Rose Goku Black stacks up against the rest of the game. Is he as mid as people have believed? Or does he have a lot of potential to him? Let's find out. Alright guys, and we're in the event. We have brought the Worldwide Chaos support memory because I want to see this guy at his absolute peak power. So we're bringing this as so we can kind of see what he looks like at his absolute best. As you can see here, we haven't got the greatest opening rotation. We have got good luck with the orbs though. So this is the friend Zamasu Goku Black, and he is at 55% full level 10 links also, which is great because that way we can kind of keep both on rotation and use both as kind of a basis. But look at this. So this is a good start. Instantly, we've got 4 rainbow key spheres for this Goku Black. So that means he's going to be doing a minimum 5 attacks. So he's going to be doing 2 super attacks on this turn. Like, that's guaranteed. So when it comes to this Goku Black, though, you have to kind of play kind of building up. You have to kind of work on the assumption that you're going to be saving all the key spheres you can find for him. So other units you kind of have to sacrifice other units key, but again he does provide 2 key to super bosses. So this is 1 attack. So this is the additional that has a high chance to be a super in his passive. So this is 2, and then we've got 2 more. So he's going to be doing 4 more attacks. So this is a normal, of course, and then a second normal. He's getting 30% off each of these. 3rd normal, 4th normal, there's a crit, and then here's the super attack for 8.4. So that's a pretty good start for him. He hasn't got Big Bad Bosses and all that kind of stuff, so he would be a lot higher if he did have that active, but Zamasu will give it next turn. And then there's the hidden potential system, and look at that, 9.7. So we did a 2.9 into a 3, into a 7, into a 9. So we did a pretty high attack stat to start there. So, like, that's first turn, and that's 55% level 10 links with no Big Bad Bosses. I did bring this guy because I must admit, I do love just like a team where I can get away with running him. It's just a team where I like to run. So, oh, and then additional. So he's going to be hitting pretty hard when he transforms. Because this guy, I think, is a pretty good floater. Granted, he only has a high chance to guard on when he hasn't got the key. But still. And then this Goku Black, he's probably going to kill at this point. So that's actually not good because I'm going to not have the key now. But he does get his full passive off that. So I can't complain too hard. So now we have my Goku Black. So he's full level 10 links, of course. So we got, with the T-War Goku Black, easy A, we do have 6 out of 7. It's a shame this guy turned out how he did, because if he was good, like look, this is, he's 90%, but this is 6 out of 7 links, and he's at 164k defense. It's just not good enough. But yeah, so we're going to do this. We'll keep him on rotation and let him kind of do what he needs to. So we got 2 Rainbow Key Spheres there. So that's what. So we start out with a 2.9 million attack stat. This is now with Big Bad Bosses. So he does that. Then we have the one for the passive, which is a normal, which is fine. Then that's the second one from the hidden the orbs. That's the second from the orbs. Can I get the hidden potential system? No. So that's the thing. If you don't get as many Rainbow Key Spheres, like, he can look very underwhelming. Granted, he's defensively always going to be pretty solid because of all the attacks he does. The issue really for this Goku Black is, simply put, he wants a Rainbow Orb Changer, but GT Bosses, Super Bosses, just doesn't have one. That is his overwhelming issue. If Super Bosses had a good Rainbow Orb Changer, like Beerus on JP has just released, and he Rainbow Orb Changes, he could probably be a pretty good asset to this Goku Black because he is Rainbow Orb Changing. So now this is a master. This Goku Black is going to be able to. So we're on turn 4, so we can now actually. Oh, we can't because he. Oh, that's right, because he's not a Super Boss, so he can't do it yet. But so see, look, this is what I mean. So we've now gotten 2 turns where the Rainbow Orbs have not given us as many as we would like. We want a minimum of 3, really. That's really all we're looking for. Super attacks right away, but remember, we still have 60% damage reduction because we get the 30 before attacking and the 30 from the Super Boss's allies on the team, so he's taking no damage. He's going to hit a little bit weaker, though. It's like 2.7. So once again, 2.7 from him. This time now he does have Big Bad Bosses, so he's only going to be able to throw out 3 attacks this turn. Maybe 4 if we get the hidden potential system. He did get the super attack though, so 3.72. And then he has the, he's going to do the 1 Rainbow Key Sphere normal. And then if we get the hidden potential system, we could maybe, so that's the hidden potential system. So that is that 5? Because we did do 6 last turn, if I'm correct. So he could do another super attack here. We'll see. Does he do another super? No, he doesn't. Okay. Maybe I must have counted wrong. It's not that big of a deal, but next turn, I'm going to transform with my Goku Black and let him throw out his side form. And we're going to see kind of what happens when we have that out and we have 6 out of 7 lists, because that other Goku Black is also going to transform. So he's going to become Rose. So yeah, so he transforms. Oh man, imagine if this guy was good. It would have been so good for us. It would have been so good. But he's not. He's just mid. So actually, I'm not going to transform this turn, because when I transform, I only have 4 turns of it, and once it ends, I actually go out of that form. So I want to kind of maximize the amount of time I have in it. So I'll use it when we get to the next turn with AGL Cell. So now with the full link set, we get 3.48. This is with no support, but then again, why do I say with no support? Like, this is an impressive attack stat. So that's 1. That's the hidden potential system additional again. We did not the passive additional super. All right, that's the Rainbow Key Sphere. And then he's going to do 1 more, and that is the final one from the Rainbow Key Sphere. So that was 5. So we actually had the super attack lined up if we were going to get to the next turn. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this Zamasu in slot 1 this time. And then we'll let this guy grab that one, and then he can grab this. I'm not expecting very impressive attack stats in this Goku Black right now, because we only got 1 Key Sphere. But of course, Zamasu, I rainbowed Zamasu off of Goku Black's banner, so I'm happy to have him rainbowed, but man, I wish it didn't have to be that painful, man. It didn't have to be that painful. Do you want to get some additional supers, buddy? Like, you have it in you. Is this what it's going to be, where I'm fighting against the game to try and get a good rotation, where I'm not, like, he's not on death's door when I get to him? So that's the 5th one. So that's the Oh wait, that's the sorry, I keep on forgetting. There's so many layers to how he kind of works in regards to additionals that I keep on forgetting which one is which. So we already had reached 5 at this point, so 5.91. So once again, he's not hitting very impressive attack stats, not in base, but he just does a lot. He's like a death by 1,000 cuts, I guess is the way to look at it. All right, so now we're going to be able to get the Goku Black Scythe form out. I need to make sure to turn the actual animations on because I do not have them on by default, which does not help. So you're going to get super attack, take a bit of damage. I'm 100k, but now we have Mars Saiyan transforming, so we now got the full rotation. So now the team's kind of builds how we want it to be. Like, this guy's now got his transformation out, so he's just going to be guarding all that kind of stuff from now on. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to turn that off, and let's play this active skill. That domain is so cool. Did we not change? We didn't change any Rainbow Key Spheres. Are you serious? Are you serious? The first time we don't change any Rainbow Key Spheres. Is that what we're doing here, Goku Black? And then now we get 3 left over. That's fantastic. Either way, so we start out with this guy with 4.61. Remember, full level 10 links. So this is Big Bad Bosses. Is this 6? I didn't actually check how many links he has now with in Goku Black, but now this is the hidden potential system, so he goes up to 6.6. We do have a rare chance from the Rainbow Key Sphere, which we got. Bloody hell, 8.96. And then that is death, so I can't complain about that. That was a pretty good turn. And remember, so we didn't really talk about Damasu's Goku Black's domain, actually. Let me just kind of bring up what his domain does. So we use this one. So Super Bosses category allies and enemies get 10% attack and defense, and then extreme class allies get 10% attack and defense also. So he's providing 20% to all the Goku Blacks and Zamasus on this team. The only one that's not getting the full 20% is, of course, Mass Super... what is his name again? Crimson Mars Saiyan. Super Saiyan Rose full power. That's it. That's it. Alright, so we're going to do this. We haven't got any Rainbow Key Spheres for the... Oh, we did get a couple. So we've got a couple for the physical Goku Black on this rotation. Of course, Cell always does a super attack right away. So Zamasu rainbowed, 154k, that's nothing, that's fine. And then 21 million from him. If we can we just get him out of the way quickly? Like, well, yeah, probably are going to now. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, Zamasu. So now, this is going to be the last turn we can get with this Goku Black. So let's see if we can get... Do we get good luck with the Orb Check? Oh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yes. So we got 6 key to this here. So let's check. So yeah, okay. So we got 6 out of 7 again. We just haven't got Fear and Faith anymore. So because he has Kamehameha, of course. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this turn out. We're starting out at 296k defense, so remember that's going to build up very quickly the more attacks we get off on this turn. So I'm going to do this, so let's see how this turn plays out. So remember, he's got 66% damage reduction as well, so he's not taking any damage from those. So 4.61 again. His attack stat's not going to change at the start. It's to see how high we can get up on the attack stat by just doing all these. So that's in potential, we didn't get that time. That's one of the rare chances, so 8.31. That's one of the rare chances. We have 3 more opportunities for super attacks. All right, that's a normal. That's a normal. That's a normal. But now we're going to get the super attack from the 5 attacks. So 16.1. Okay, 16.1. And we could get 1 more from the hidden potential system. We did. We got the normal, I think. Yeah. So overall, that was a pretty good showing from Goku Black in this domain form. But I haven't really brought up the #1 problem. Are you going to super attack this guy? I haven't brought up the #1 problem about the domain form, really. The issue with his domain is the fact that he has a domain to begin with. Because simply put, this guy leads super bosses. You're a dick. Anyway, while he's dying, we'll just say that. This guy leads super bosses, which is fine. But he also has on his team Broly. And Broly has a domain himself where he also transforms in it. And simply put, Broly's domain is better. The issues with domains in these games is that the fact that they all want you to... They just want you to not run like domain. They want you to not run domain characters together, but then they also want you to run like the Super Bosses team. But the Super Bosses team, like, look, we already have 2 units right here next to each other that rely on domains in order to work. But I can only get 1. I can't get Zamasus out here because I can't override the Goku Black one. So I think what they really need to do is let you override domains in order to let you get everyone's passives off. But overall, that was 55% Goku Black. I actually do really like him. Like, I think he's very good, even at 55%. I'm actually looking forward to putting this dupe in him and seeing how the differences come in performance. So that's all I've got, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, night, morning, even you guys are. I just got an Xbox Series S given to me from work, so I'm actually very excited to go try that out. So I'm going to go do that now. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day, night, morning, even wherever you guys are. I'll see you all in the next one, and take care.